I would like to talk about like the NBA and the mental, like the mentally and strength and like how to be a good player, not only like in the NBA, but like the team is an NBA player, but like a good basketball player, you know. Well, I am Sanford Lopez, and I'm going to present my monologue. Well, I am going to start like talking about the how to be a talent player, like if you wanna go to a professional league, like not only the NBA but in Europe, like the Euroliga, you don't have like to be. It's not only talent, you know. It's also about mental and your body characteristics. Like every great player, you know, has like a mindset that's separate from the rest of the other players, you know. Like for example, Kobe Bryant, it's a good example, you know, with the Black Mamba mentality. Like to be focused and no matter the obstacle, you have to do what you have to do, you know, like never surrender, you know. And in the NBA, it's like very common to see those kind of mentally types of of things, you know, like never surrender, and that's why LeBron or Kevin Durant or Stephen Curry are amazing players that are not common players, you know.
Well,
Also, also like other thing that is not mental is like the discipline and the discipline, because if you want to be a good player, you have to be a very disciplined person. Like go to the gym, be don't eat like with trash food, you know, don't go to every party you have to go, and don't drink alcohol things, you know, because that is like very bad for the body and also to the mind. And you are not gonna score very points, or you are not gonna apport to your team, you know. And in important times your team need you, and you are like very fat or very damaged because the alcohol, all that type of things. But well, yeah. I think that the most crucial thing about an NBA player, like the first thing or the first idea, is the physical strength. You know, because for example, LeBron is a 40-year person that is like the most muscle man I know, because his strength is just like of other world, you know. And well, yeah, they are very strong athletes. Also, the jump high, you know, is like very important because well, basketball is about jump a lot and like dunk, you know. And if you want to dunk, you have to have like a lot of strength, not only like in the arms, you know, also in the legs. The legs are very important to have it good and to have like a good strength in those parts of the body. That
well,
also the combination of the strength, of the power and skills make like a player, like if you have good skills and you have strength, you are like unstoppable. For example, Kyrie Irving or LeBron are like players that can score you like 30 points in a game, and that's why they are disciplined and have good strength and go to the gym and follow like a routine, and they have not only the strength but they like recuperate his body, like with I sometimes put it in the muscles and they can recuperate.
I
As
also think
a second idea is the speed. Like yeah, the speed, like to be a fast player, because if you are slow, you are probably gonna be trash. Sorry for the word or sorry for the expression, but yeah, you have to be like fast if you want to be in the NBA or in our league, because this game is fast, you know, and the players must be like sprint up if the other team goes like very fast or things like that. For example, Jamorant or De'Aaron Fox are very fast players. I think that Aaron Fox is the most fast player in the NBA right now, and it's like just I seen it in a game, and it's like very fast. You have to train a lot, and that is like related with the strength in the legs, because the speed is not just like about running fast. No, you have to have a reaction time, a footwork, and like endurance. And in basketball, you don't have time to rest. Well, you have time to rest, yeah, but like in times out or if you are like change for another player. But if you are in the court, you have to give like your 110%. You don't have to do the 100 or 90. You have to give your the best of you. Well, yeah, and I think that another good element, well, the third idea is like I mentioned before, is the mentality. I think that this for me is the most important thing, because if you have a good mentality, you can be like a very good player. You can be better than Kobe or MJ. You know, Obviously you have to like have these players in your mind and like an inspiration for a good career. But like the Black Mamba mentality is just awesome to see that kind of mentality in a player. Well, in conclusion, I think that all these elements like the mentality, strength, and speed come together to make an basketball elite player. Because you can have like all the talent in the world, but if you don't have those things, you are probably gonna fail in your in your time in the court.
At the end of every day, you look yourself in the mirror and you ask yourself, did I get better today? If the answer is yes, and you do that for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, how much better are you going to be? Just taking small steps. You don't try to get it all done in one day, in 1 week, in 1 year, right? It's the process of getting better every day and doing that for a period of years that then create the masterpiece.